How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Listen, I am so mad at myself right now. I done recorded y'all a whole video. I mean a good video too. No sound. My mic went dead. So we doing this one without the mic. Because I said I'm gonna make this video regardless of this mic. But I was just talking about the garden and where we are. I did thin out the corn in the garden because it needed to be thinned out. Right now I'm watering it. So let me bring y'all back here. So this is where we're at with this bed in the back, with the watermelon and the corn. And like I said, I did thin it out. The beans, I watered the beans, so that's why they kind of leaning. Ain't nothing wrong with them. But those are the beans. Like I said, I had planted several different types of beans, so they growing good. Beans are doing real good. Stand them up. But those are the beans. The tomatoes, they're doing good. And I'm going to have to thin these out. These don't look like no tomato plants. It looks like somebody done put something else over here. This is supposed to be tomatoes though. I'm going to have to fix that. And then I planted some peppers in this bed. I direct sowed, and I told y'all that once before. I direct sowed. So the stuff is growing. It's just growing slowly. You just have to give it time. Gardening is about patience. It will teach you patience because it's not just going to sprout overnight. But I don't know about that because these look like some collards or something coming up. It don't look like no tomato plants. And these are my plants in the buckets back here. The potatoes. I got some beans, different stuff in. But today is water day. I haven't been out in the garden much this week. We just been busy kind of in the house chilling and working. But I am out here today on this beautiful Saturday giving y'all updates on the garden. Look now, who did this? These dang on animals. This is my cucumbers and grapes. I'm growing them together. But this is the pickle bush cucumber, and they grow in a bush. So this is what I was telling y'all, that you can grow in a bucket because it grows like a bush. It doesn't grow like a vine. But this is growing here are grapes. I put these in the ground last year. They made it through the winter. Hey, I'm excited. So I have some more cucumbers. I planted a different variety of cucumbers over here. Some of them will vine, and like I say, the other ones are just pickle bush cucumbers. So I'm ready to see this covered with vines. These are the thornless blackberries. They slowly but surely growing. And I planted some loofahs as well on this side. So loofahs are like vines too, so they'll grow up and turn into vines. But y'all, this right here, so those of you that was on my TikTok live was with me when I started these beds, from putting the ground in to putting the seeds in. And these beds are doing good, y'all. And I want to say it's been a week, maybe more than a week, 2 weeks. It's not more than 2 weeks, I know that. But look how this stuff has sprouted. And part of it is the compost that I use. Where I live, our city has a compost site where you can get like a cubic foot for $20. So every year we go and get a cubic foot of the compost. And it's good. Now, you can't, I wouldn't work with it. You make sure you have gloves on when you're working with it. But every year I get, since I've been using the city compost, I get an abundance of fruits and vegetables, or just whatever I'm growing. I need to go get another trailer load because I do, that box back there with tomatoes in it, I do need to, it needs more dirt. It's not enough dirt in that box. So, and I think we still got a little bit of dirt on the trailer. So I might get the boys to get the rest of the dirt that's on that little bit of dirt and put some in that tomato box back there. The peppers, I got those peppers from Atwoods. The Atwoods had, the same day we planted the stuff, we went to Atwoods, but they had their plants on sale for 99 cents. So I went ahead and grabbed some. But look, this is the zucchini. We got the zucchini growing. This is the collards. Got that growing. Okra. And then I planted some sunflowers in a bucket. And then we got our little avocado tree. Missile, move, please. And then y'all, look at this pomegranate tree. So for years I had this pomegranate tree in a big pot, and I decided to put it in the ground because it's big enough to go in the ground. It was big enough. But I've never had this many blooms. Get out the way. I've never had this many blooms on this tree like this. So I'm hoping we get some pomegranates this year. Finger crossed, fingers crossed. In this pot I have some basil growing, and it's slowly but surely sprouting. Like I say, it takes time. These are the beets, and I know I'm gonna have to go through and thin these out, but I'm just trying to let them grow a little bit more before I actually thin them out. The kale is doing great, y'all. Look at the kale. That was one of the main things my baby girl wanted me to plant, was kale. And here's the carrots. They're slowly but surely sprouting. And then in my bags, the stuff is sprouting slowly but surely. It's sprouting. And then y'all remember the blueberries. We talked about the blueberries. And this blueberry tree I actually got from a clipping from a coworker. So it's doing good. In a bag, in a bucket, in a bag. But everything is growing and doing good. So I'm excited. I am excited for the growth and the progress of the garden. I can't wait to see my, what they say, the reaps of my harvest. I can't wait to see it. But I have been gardening for a long time, and it was trial and error. When I first started, we started in the laundry room, our laundry room. We bought some buckets from Walmart, those big long little clear plastic containers. We bought some of those, and we set up a little area in our laundry room. And that's what we started out with. And I didn't really know what I was doing, but I had some broccoli and peppermint, and all this was in this little container. And I was just looking back on it the other day. It's like, wow, we've came a long ways from a bucket in the washroom to a whole yard full. Like that right there, that makes me feel good, because sometimes you forget your progress and how far you've come until you look back on, okay, because sometimes your mind will mess with you, like, oh, you ain't doing good, you ain't growing, or it'll be, you need more and more. It keep telling you need more, but it's like, no, you have more than enough. Look back on where you started from to where you are now. So that's pictures and videos. If nothing else, they will keep you on track. You can do, I journal, and I also do videos and pictures. But if you don't like to write, you can take pictures of where you started and just keep those pictures. And y'all, we got to get back in the habit of printing out pictures, because yes, technology has come a long ways, but technology can crash at any moment, and you don't have no memories. All your memories are gone with that. So we need to start back printing pictures for the sake of the future, our future generation, so they can see, oh, my family did this, this is where I came from. This is my bloodline. Because even my mom is one in the family. She's got pictures, all the pictures. So not too long ago, we lost my aunt, my great aunt, which is my mom's aunt. But when I tell you, it was so many pictures, and like, she kind of, started losing her memory. But my sister was like, ain't had all the pictures, and pictures of me, pictures of my kids just hanging on her wall. But a lot of, before she passed, I had called and talked to her, and she remembered me. She remembered who I was, and she was just telling me stories. She was like, you still got your garden, and telling me about, my papa and my grandma, and how they had gardens, and how she had gardens, and how it started with her. And it helps you realize, when you talk to the elders in the family, and I preach on this all the time, they help you realize where you come from and why you do the things you do, because it's in your DNA. It's a part of you. So, and sometimes we fight those things that are a part of us, instead of just growing and going with the flow. And I know going with the flow it's not easy for everybody. But once you realize, okay, well, this who my my grandparents were or my aunts were. So let me go on and tune in and tap into that and grow it, where they left off at. Let me make it better. And that's what it's all about. You steady growing that legacy and making it better for the next generation to come along. And I know right now we feel like our youth is lost. But baby, the other day I was looking and I was like, we talking about these kids and the music they listen to, but in the 80s and 90s, baby, we was out there, pop that coochie, all that. Oh, we was doing that. So just be patient, and keep speaking into these young kids' life. They gonna get it. They gonna get it, Now, not all of them will, but the majority of them, they'll get it. But a lot of us forget about where we came from and the music the music we listened to, it was on a different level. So every generation has its own music. Because I remember coming up, my dad and them, that old mess y'all listening to ain't talking about nothing. And now, here I am as a parent telling my kids the same thing. But I kind of slacked up a little. As long as they ain't listening to all that craziness, But my kids pretty much for the most part don't listen to it. They do. I ain't gonna say they don't listen to music, but the crazy stuff that's got folks going crazy, they not with it. I got some. I'm thankful for my kids. I'm thankful. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on and give you guys an update on the garden. Let you know how everything was going. It's going good. The garden is going good. So here we should be next couple of months getting tomatoes and cucumbers and all that good stuff. But anyway, I am wishing each and every one of y'all peace, blessings, love, joy, and abundance. Bye.